No matter the concept, girl groups always seem to dominate charts whenever they return. There's something about the dynamic of multiple personalities, harmonies, choreography, and shared ambition that keeps audiences invested. But that's the key phrase, whenever they return. Because more often than not, girl groups don't last forever. Even when they're successful, internal tensions, label politics, financial pressure, or simple exhaustion from touring can lead to an early breakup. We recently saw renewed buzz around the Pussycat Dolls, with Ashley Roberts, Nicole Scherzinger, and Kimberly Wyatt appearing together again. It's not officially labeled a comeback yet, but rumors suggest they might be preparing for new performances this year. And that brings us to a forgotten chapter of mid-2000s pop history, a European sister project connected to the Pussycat Dolls called Paradiso Girls. Their official release came out back in 2010. So what exactly happened? Paradiso Girls was an international girl group assembled in 2007. The lineup reflected a global concept. Chelsea Corca from the United States, Aria Crescendo from France, Lauren Bennett and Kelly Beckett from the United Kingdom, and Charme Amor from Philippines. Unlike the Pussycat Dolls, the group had no designated lead singer. The group had formed after an extensive audition process led by Robin Antin, the creator of the Pussycat Dolls. She worked alongside Interscope Records executives will.i.am and producer Cherry Cherry Boom Boom to find a brand new girl group. More than 500 candidates auditioned. Initially, 7 members were selected in 2007, but by 2008, the lineup had been reduced to 5. Interestingly, some of the selected members also appeared on the reality show Pussycat Dolls Present: The Search for the New Doll in 2007. In 2008, Paradiso Girls released their first song, Wow. Don't you wanna go The track leaned into electronic Eurodance territory. It wasn't radically different from what the Pussycat Dolls were doing at the time, but it had a more pub-focused European energy. Robin Antin herself was already known in Hollywood as a choreographer for major celebrities, but her biggest claim to fame was building the Pussycat Dolls from a burlesque-inspired performance trope into a global pop act. Paradiso Girls were meant to extend that brand internationally. By the way, at this link, there's a video where I briefly present the formation of the Pussycat Dolls and highlight the most important moments in their musical career. After signing with Interscope Records and spending nearly 2 years in development, Paradiso Girls finally released their first official single in 2009, Patron Tequila, featuring Eve and Little John. The track was clearly designed as a club anthem. Heavy bass, bold hooks, and high-profile rap features. It had all the ingredients of a hit. The song was intended to be the lead single from their upcoming debut album, Crazy Horse. Patron Tequila did generate buzz and started modestly in several territories, but it never exploded into the mainstream the way the label likely hoped. Then in 2010, the group released their second single, Who's My Bitch? Unlike the first single, this one struggled commercially. There was little to no promotional push behind it. Some members removed Paradiso from their social media handles. Rumors of a breakup spread online. In interviews, the members insisted the album was finished and that they were simply waiting for Interscope to set a release date. But that release date never came. The label never issued a clear statement. And quietly, without any dramatic announcement, Paradiso Girls disappeared. Girl groups tend to arrive in waves. The Spice Girls dominated the late 90s. The Pussycat Dolls ruled the mid-2000s. Fifth Harmony peaked in the mid-2010s, and perhaps the early 2010s simply wasn't the right moment for another high-concept girl group trying to break internationally. So what happened to the members after the breakup? Lauren Bennett arguably achieved the most visible mainstream success. In 2010, she appeared on Lumfau's global smash party rock anthem,
Shake That,
which became one of the biggest songs of the decade. Later, she joined another girl group project created by Robin Antin called GRL. The group showed promise, but faced tragedy when one of its members passed away in 2014. By 2015, GRL had disbanded. If you'd like a separate video about the full story of Girl, let me know in the comments and I'll prepare one for you. Kelly Beckett, also known as Kelly Donnelly, shifted her focus toward television hosting and media work after the group ended. Aria Crescendo moved into yoga instruction and wellness. Chelsea Corca has released a couple of solo songs, but overall she hasn't built a sustained solo career. Charme Amor has remained relatively low profile as well. In many ways, the story of Paradiso Girls feels like a classic example of unrealized potential. They had the production budget, they had industry backing, they had a distinct international identity, but they never got the breakthrough moment that locked a group into pop history. Perhaps Paradiso Girls were simply ahead of their time, or caught in between eras. Too late to ride the first Pussycat Dolls wave, too early to benefit from social media-driven resurgence of girl group culture. In continuation of this topic, you can watch my video about Little Mix at this link, where we explore why even successful girl groups struggle to survive long-term. And at this link, there's also a video about the newer British girl group Say Now, whose breakthrough success came after the release of their song Supermarket.